We look closely at all the data. We pore over test results. But what we see is you. We see what makes your smile widen and your eyes brighten. Even as we study breakthrough research and implement the most advanced technologies, what we see is how we can use it to serve you and your well-being. Healthcare is a lot of things, but the best care is human. Aspirus Health. What we see is you.
Welcome to Tannery Creek Park here in Rib Lake for the Battle for the Flats, as the Rib Lake Osprey will visit their home field and take on the Interwald Woodticks. The two teams share this field, get bragging rights for a year over it, as the big matchup in the Dairyland Small. Steve Ockenick, Sports on Focus, here to take you through this one. Well, it has kind of been Interwald game to lose the last few years. We'll see if that holds true here. Some new faces for both teams as we take a quick spin through our starting lineups. We will start with the Rib Lake Osprey. Austin Ewan will lead things off. He is in center field. Levi Ewan, the shortstop, bats second. Austin Edwards at first base, bats third. Steve Mann is back behind the plate. He is batting fourth. Andrew Mann is at third base. He bats fifth. Bryant Kniesny doing the pitching. He bats sixth. Joe Frombach at second base bats seventh. Luke Blomberg in right field bats eighth. And Lake Henderson is in left field. He bats in the number 9 spot. For the Interwald Woodticks, Alton Strebig leads things off. He's behind the plate. Alan Scheitower is at short. Jackson Blomberg on the bump. Nick Gersberger, he's at second, bats fourth. Matt Moore at third base, bats fifth. Carter Scheitower at first base, bats sixth. Logan Blomberg in right field, bats seventh. David Flees in left field, bats eighth. Michael Borkart is the designated hitter. He bats in the number 9 spot. He is hitting for Seth Borkart, who is in center field. Our last broadcast of the weekend, I'm gonna go out and enjoy the 4th of July holiday. We are back on the air on Monday. Legion baseball from JC Park in Medford. The Marathon Red Raiders and the Medford Raiders facing off in a clash there, 7 and a 5. And then softball from Cindy's on Tuesday. Merrill and Medford will face off. And then a pretty interesting Dairyland crossover on Wednesday, makeup game from early in the year. It is the Whittlesea Reds heading down to Pittsville, down to the pit, to take on the Pittsville River Bandits. So some interesting stuff going there. Then we have a full slate of Dairyland games on over the weekend. I think we got 4 in 3 days over the weekend. But we'll take a quick peek here at the standings in the Dairyland Small. Waiting for this to load up. In the small, Interwald leads the way at 5-0. Pittsville 4-1. Rib Lake 3-2. Tomahawk 2-2. Tony 2-2. Then Medford's 1-3. Phillips 0-3. Westboro 1-5. And then Spirit down at the bottom. They are 0-4. Other games in the Dairyland League this weekend. Tomahawk is at Phillips tonight at 7. Then Sunday, Spirit is at Tony. Medford is at Westboro. And then Pittsville in a crossover. They head to Marshfield. In the large, get over to those games. Marshfield is at Abbotsford tonight at 7. And then on Sunday, Whittlesea plays 1 and most of a second up in Minocqua. They will complete that game from earlier in the year that got rained out in the 4th and then play full game. Rhinelander is at Merrill, and then, as we mentioned, that Pittsville at Marshfield crossover game. So lots of baseball to go find this weekend if you are interested. As Jackson Blomberg gets his warm-up tosses in. And we are ready to go. Both teams with a deep bench today. 6 on the bench for Interwald, 4 on the bench for Rib Lake. So we might see some extra strategy that you don't normally see at the Dairyland. Everybody being like, oh yeah, we have to show up for this one. So Jackson Blomberg. Wind and the first pitch. Just misses the outside corner for a ball, 1-0. The pitch. Chopped. Foul by Austin Ewan. 1-1. Into his wind in the pitch. Just misses the outside corner, 2-1. Pitch. That's going to be hit down the line, hooking, foul. 2-2. Ewan takes a little wander. He'll dig back in. Into his wind, the pitch. Swinging a strike 3. First out of the inning. 1 down, and that'll bring Levi Ewan to the plate. We were up here a week ago. Rib Lake blowing out Tomahawk. Into his wind, the first pitch. Catches the bottom of the zone for a strike, 0-1. The kick, the pitch. That one's going to be hit on the ground to Shy Tower at short. Pick, throw across the diamond is in, time 2 away. Hit it relatively hard, but right at Talon Shy Tower. 2 down, and that will bring Austin Edwards to the plate. Blomberg, the kick, the pitch. Off the outside for a ball, 1-0. Swing and a miss. 1-1. Kick coming back. Check swing on a ball, bounce in front of the plate, 2-1. The pitch. Misses the inside corner, 3-1. Blomberg. Into his wind, the pitch. Called strike, full count. Edwards thought it was ball 4. The kick coming back. Called strike 3, and that will end the inning. Interwald sets Blake down in order. We go to the bottom of the first. Big Shy Tower Blomberg due up when we come back right here on Sports on Focus.
Hey everybody, Nat over at Wheeler Chevrolet GMC. Did you know that your vehicle has two different air filters? An engine air filter and a cabin air filter. When should you change them? This one 30 to 40,000 miles? This one half. Have you changed your air filter lately? Breathe easy, Wheeler's has got you covered.
Welcome back. We go to the bottom of the first. Streebig, Scheitower, Blomberg due up. Set the defense for you again here for Rib Lake. Brian Knese doing the pitching. Steve Mann behind the plate. Austin Edwards, Joe Frombach, Levi Ewan, Andrew, also known as Meat Man. That's first to third across the infield. And then Henderson, Ewan, Blomberg, left to right across the outfield. Yep, Andrew Mann, known as Meat amongst his Metro teammates. A nickname I understand his dad loves and his mom hates. But Dalton Streebig will lead things off here as the Osprey look to hold serve here in the first. The wind and the pitch. Off the inside for a ball, 1-0. The kick, the pitch. Catches the inside corner that time, 1-1. Coming back. Off the outside for a ball, 2-1. The pitch. That was to be rolled on the ground, foul. 2-2. Concert going. Some type of music event going on over across the way. The pitch. Roll high chopper, 2-second pick there. Throw to first in time. One away. One down, and that will bring Talon Scheitower to the plate. The reigning Merriwood North Player of the Year. Kicking the pitch. Off the outside for a ball, 1-0. Up here on the hillside at Tannery Creek Park. The kick, the pitch. Catches the knee for a strike, 1-1. Coming back. High. 2-1. The kick, the pitch. Catches the zone. 2-2. The kick, the pitch. That's going to be hit in the air. Center field, long run. Going to play it on a hop. It's a base hit. First base runner in the game. Alan Scheitower will bring Jackson Blomberg to the plate. Sets. The pitch. Low in the dirt, pops away. Scheitower is going to go to second. Sets. Couple looks back, the kick, the pitch. Misses the inside corner, 2-0. Hightower. Step back towards second. Knizny taking a long time to pitch. That one we chopped on the ground. Pick. The throw is late. Pulls Edwards off the bag. We're going to give a single there. That was going to be a tough play no matter what. Good job by Andrew to even get that ball off and make it a close play. And that will bring Nick Gersberger to the plate. Gersberger, I believe, trying to remember right. No, he got the bunt down on the suicide squeeze to send Interwald to the WBA state tournament. That throw is high, almost throws that one over the head of Austin Edwards. Here late on that Sunday. Sets. Runner goes the pitch. It's low, it does not go. Blomberg trying, I think, to draw a throw. One and 0. Blomberg. And Knizny steps off. Fans still working their way in. There's always room for you here. Sit on the top of the hill, sit down on the bleachers, down at the bottom of the hill. Your choice. The pitch. Runner goes this time. Swing and a miss. The throw is not in time. So they will give Blomberg second on the stolen base. Or we will give Blomberg second on stolen base. It was a swing and a miss. I think that was meant to be a hit and run. From the reaction from the Interwald dugout. Kick the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike two. 1 and 2. Corners play in for Rib Lake. The middle's back. And Knizny steps off. Hightower from third, Blomberg from second. Knizny steps off again. Sets. Kick the pitch. Called strike. No. Yeah, it is called strike. Strike 3 looking. 2 down. Big second out of the inning, and that'll bring Matt Moore to the plate. For that, Steve Mann's going to come out. The wind, the pitch. Catches the zone for a strike, 0-1. The kick, the pitch. Misses the outside corner for a ball, 1-1. And the zone for a strike, 1-2. The kick, the pitch. Off the outside, 2-2. Wind picking just a little bit. The pitch. Hit him. Bases loaded, 2 outs for Carter Hightower. The wind, the pitch. Drops in for strike. 0-1. Bases loaded. The kick, the pitch. That's going to be hit in the air down the line, hooking, and that's going to get out of play, foul out across Fayette. 0-2. Kniesny. Long look in. Into his wind, the pitch. That one's going to be hit on the ground. That's going to find its way through a base hit. One run across. They will send Blomberg. He will score. Interwald on the board first. Still 2 on for Logan Blomberg. Easy sets. The pitch. That one's going to be rolled on the ground. Bobbled. They will not have a play. Throw is late. So Blomberg reaches on the error. And bases are loaded again for David Flees. The wind, the pitch. Check swing on a ball high. 1-0. The kick coming back. In the zone for a strike, 1-1. The wind, the pitch. In the zone, 1-2. The wind, the pitch. Chopper on the ground, 2-3. Slips, foot race to the bag. He is out. Five unassisted on the fielder's choice. And that will end the inning, but the big 2-run single from Craig Scheitauer gets Interwald on the board, 2-0. We head to the top of the second. Man, Kniesny 2 up when we come back right here on Sports on Focus. First pitch is a fly out to third from Steve Mann, first out of the inning. One out, that will bring Andrew Mann to the plate. High and tight for a ball, 1-0. Kick the pitch. Fly ball. Second base, drifting back. The catch is made by Nick Gersberger, second out of the inning. Two down, and they'll bring Brian Knese to the plate. High for a ball, 1-0. The kick, the pitch. Fouled back and out of play. 1-1. Oh, there's some young kids run up the hill with their popcorn. The pitch. Swing and a miss, strike. Oh. Swing and a miss, strike two. And most of the popcorn made it up the hill. I'm kind of shocked. I figured most of it would end up on the hillside. Blomberg. Into his wind, the pitch. In the dirt. 2-2. Blomberg. Looking over his glove, quickly into another wind, the pitch. On the inside corner, strike three looking. That will end the inning. We go to the bottom of the second. Burkhart, Strebeck, Scheitauer, 9-1-2. 2 up when we come back right here on Sports on Focus.
Clinner Insurance, we know you want to protect your business. The Clinner Insurance team will help you choose the insurance package and plan that fits you and your business. At Clinner Insurance, protecting your business is our top priority.
Clinner Insurance.
Bottom 2-0 Interwald. They come to the plate. They will send 9-1-2 here in second. Yeah, so Michael Burkhart will lead things off here for the Woodticks. Kind of interesting with the fireworks coming afterwards on Lake. A lot of fans slowly drift their way into the ballpark, watch the end of the game, and now we have a quick concern on third base. Now we're good. Third base might be a new bag. That's a lot cleaner than the other two. Kick the pitch. Chopper on the ground, foul past third. Oh, 0-1. Swing and a miss. Strike 2, 1 and 2. 0 and 2, excuse me. Kick the pitch. That one's hit in the air. Going back, still going back, settling under it. The catch is made. Blake Henderson kept fooling us, thinking it was going further, but able to settle under it. No, see, that's what you do when there's runners on base. You try and deke them out to think you're burned. That's the play there, not with nobody on. Then you just deke out me. The streaming to lead things off. He looks at a ball. 1-0. Streaming grounded out to back in the first. The pitch. That one's going to be hit in the air. In the gap. This one might be trouble. Over his Henderson, he will make the catch. Busy half an inning for Blake Henderson. And that will bring Talon Scheitower to the plate. A single his first time up. He's 1 for 1. Scheitower into his wind. Easy into his wind. 2 Scheitower. Misses ball 1. Coming back. That one's going to be rolled on the ground. That's going to get through. It's a fair ball down the line. Scheitower digging for second. The throw is just wide. Scheitower into second with the double. And that'll bring Jackson Blomberg to the plate. He singled his first time up. He's 1 for 1. Kniezny looks at second. The pitch. Low and off the outside for a ball, 1-0. Sets. The pitch. Off the inside. 2-0. Three and 0. That one down in the dirt. And they want nothing to do with Jackson Blomberg 3-0. They are going to put him on. And that'll bring Gersberger to the plate. Struck out looking his first time up. He's 0 for 1. The pitch. Misses the inside corner for a ball, 1-0. Honestly shocked they didn't just walk Blomberg from the beginning. As you try and give him a chase, a couple pitches out of the zone, the kick, the pitch. Low popping away, both runners will advance. Two and 0 the count. Off the outside. 3-0. Kniezny into his wind, the pitch. In the zone for a strike. Gersberger taking all the way, 3-1. Kick, the pitch. Ball 4. Bases loaded, 2 outs. for Matt Moore, who's hit by a pitch to load the bases back in the first. The pitch. That's going to be hit in the air. Driving over, still heading. The catch is made. Luke Blomberg gets there. And that end the inning. The Woodticks load the bases, but they leave them stranded. We head to the top of the third. Frombach, Blomberg, Henderson due up. When we come back right here on Sports on Focus.
At Clinner Insurance, we know you want to protect your business. The Clinner Insurance team will help you choose the insurance package and plan that fits you and your business. At Clinner Insurance, protecting your business is our top priority.
Cleaner Insurance.
And then that was the game Craig got thrown out, so. First pitch, Frombach grounds out to short. One down. And that'll bring Luke Blomberg to the plate. Wind by Jackson Blomberg, the pitch. Jaws, this is the inside corner for a ball, 1-0. The pitch, high, 2-0. Set a busy weekend of Dairyland baseball for us next weekend. That one catches the zone for a strike, 2-1. Medford is back up here to take on Rib Lake on Friday night. The pitch, that's going to be hit in the air. Down the line, hooking, foul. Two and two. Then crossover, Phillips is at Whittlesea at 1, and then Pittsville's at Tomahawk at 6. We're going to try and catch both of those as that one misses the inside. Full count. And then Wisconsin Rapids is up here to take on Interwald on Sunday. So as I said, busy weekend as that's going to be pop foul and out of play. Kick the pitch. Inside ball 4. Luke Blomberg draws the walk. And that will bring Blake Henderson to the plate. Number 9 hitter in this Rib Lake lineup. One of the big pieces for the Rib Lake baseball team going into next year. Basketball 2, pitch. Runner does not go, it's high for a ball. Sets. The pitch. Off the inside, throw back to first. His late pops away. Not far enough for Blomberg to advance. I think he got some dust in his face. He's all right. As there is an absolutely adorable puppy going down the hill right now. Ball gets away. That's going to allow Blomberg to go to second. Three and 0 on the number 9 hitter, Henderson. Jackson Blomberg. Sets. The pitch. Ball 4. 4-pitch walk to Blake Henderson. 2 on with 1 out for the top of the order in Austin Ewan, and that is going to bring Matt Moore in and the rest of the infield to have a quick chat with Jackson Blomberg. Make sure he's all right. Give him a little pep talk. Yeah, busy weekend next weekend and the weekend after the full 4 games for the Dairyland. We will have Medford at Abbotsford, or excuse me, Interwald at Abbotsford on Friday night, Tony at Medford on Saturday night, and then Wisconsin Rapids at Whittlesey for a doubleheader on Sunday. Pickoff play at second, not in time. Blomberg, gets back in safe. Henderson takes the lead from first. Carter Scheitauer playing back on him. The kick, the pitch. Misses the outside corner for a ball. 1-0 to Austin Ewan. Struck out swinging his first time up. Pitch. Swing and a miss on a breaking ball in the dirt. 1-1. The kick, the pitch. Off the outside. 2-1. Blomberg. The pitch. High. 3-1. It's hard to tell pitch location from up here. We're a ways away from the field. Pitch. Ball 4 and the bases are loaded. So bases loaded, 1 out for Levi Yuan, who grounded out, and that's going to bring Coach Scheitauer out. And a few comments for the home plate umpire on his way to the mound. Our next broadcast in the Dairyland League scheduled for Wednesday down at Pittsville. The Pittsville River Bandits playing host to the Whittlesey Reds. That is, I believe, a 7 o'clock start on Wednesday night. Under the lights in Pittsville. That is a beautiful park. They have done a lot of work on it. Corners come in for Interwald, the pitch. Off the inside for a ball, 1-0. Nobody warming for Interwald. They are going to go with Blomberg here, the pitch. Off the inside, 2-0. The pitch. On the inside corner. 2-1. Blomberg. The kick, the pitch. That one's rolled on the ground. That's going to get through a base hit. One run cross. They will send Henderson. The throw gets through. Henderson will score. And we are tied. That'll bring Austin Edwards to the plate. Edwards, a strikeout looking his first time up. Blomberg sets. The pitch. Fouled back. Strike one. 0-1. It's got a little bit of breeze here today. It's been interesting keeping an eye on the weather for this one. Early in the week, it looked like it was not even going to get played. It was going to storm so bad. Then yesterday, they were talking heavy winds. And then today, it's like, nope, it's going to be beautiful. Maybe a chance of a little shower, but nothing's gotten close to us yet. Knock on wood. That one misses the inside corner for a ball. 2-1. In fact, we'll take a peek at that radar right now. Nope, it has completely cleared up around here. We should be good to go. Maybe not tonight after the fireworks, but high for a ball. 3-1. Sets. Blomberg the pitch. Catches the zone for a strike. Full count. The pitch. Popped up. Back of third, hooking, foul, and out of play. Ooh. And the massive children go chasing after. Let's see who. He won the race. Well, now he's got to get back with the ball. That's the next challenge. Smart move, runs halfway up the hillside. Three and two again, the pitch. In the dirt, ball four, that pops away. Everybody's going to move up. Bases are loaded again for Steve Mann. Popped out his first time up. He is 0 for 1. As we see the Rib Lake Police drive by. The kick, the pitch. Check swing, missed. 1-0. Blomberg pitch. That's going to be hit in the air. Going back, still going back. That ball is gone! Grand slam, Steve Mann. The grand slam, and Interwald up, or excuse me, Rib Lake up 4. Absolutely lace that one out of here. As that one got out of here in a hurry. That'll bring Andrew Mann to the plate. Off the inside for a ball, 1-0. The kick, the pitch. In for a strike, 1-1. That one's going to be rolled on the ground. This is going to be a tough play. Shytower throw to first in time. 2 down, and that will bring Bryant Kniesny to the plate. Struck out looking his first time up. He's 0 for 1. Kids are trying to find that home run. That one misses for a ball. That's now pitch number 54 from Jackson Blomberg. The pitch fouled back. 1-1. Third base coach John Dahlman tracks that one down. Kick the pitch. High. 2-1. They're all looking in the wrong spot. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. 2-2. The kick. The pitch. Bounces in front of the plate. Full count. And that one caught Strebig in the helmet. Kniesny's going to take a timeout here. Let Strebig recollect himself. Blomberg into his wind, the pitch. Paints the inside corner, strike 3 looking. That will end the inning. But the grand slam by Steve Mann gives the Riblet Osprey a 6-4 lead as we go to the bottom of the third. Hightower, Blomberg, Fleece due up when we come back right here on Sports on Focus.
We look closely at all the data. We pore over test results. But what we see is you. We see what makes your smile widen and your eyes brighten. Even as we study breakthrough research and implement the most advanced technologies, what we see is how we can use it to serve you and your well-being. Healthcare is a lot of things, but the best care is human. Aspirus Health. What we see is you.
Gone are the days of rushing your kids to the bus stop or having no say in how they're being taught. It's time for a different way to do education. That's where Rural Virtual Academy comes in. We're a free public school that thinks your children's education should be as unique as they are, with flexibility for your family, allowing them to learn at their own pace from anywhere. Plus certified live daily instructors, many ways to earn free college credits, and hundreds of free in-person and online events. So what are you waiting for? Enroll your child today.
Carter Hightower to lead things off. He follows that one back out of play, 0-1. Hightower, Blomberg, Fleece due up. 6-2 Rib Lake here in the bottom of the third. Kick the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. 0-2. Kick coming back. Chopped. Foul. Got just a piece of it. 0-2. The kick coming back. Off the outside. 1-2. That's 50 pitches now for Bryant Kniesny, who has had to work today. Both pitchers have been forced to work today. The pitch. Popped up. Straight up the silo. Back towards the fence, and it goes just foul. That one hit the cement work and ended up going about 3/4 of the way up the hill. If it goes a few inches, if it's a few inches back towards the field, Steve Mann had it, but it goes down the far side of the chain link. And that rocketed back towards the fans. They kick the pitch off the inside, 2-2. We approach 7 o'clock here in Rib Lake. The pitch, swing and a miss. Got him with a breaking ball, 1 down. Steve Ockenick Sports on Focus here to take through this one. 6-2 in the bottom of the third. As Logan Blomberg will come to the plate, reached on an error his first time up. He is 0 for 1. First pitch across for strike, 0-1. The pitch, high, 1-1. In the dirt, 2-1. The kick, the pitch. That one's going to be hit in the air. This one is trouble. That's got to burn. That's going to get down all the way to the fence. Blomberg digging into second. He will be in standing with the double. That'll bring David Fleece to the plate. Fielder choice his first time up. He is 0 for 1. Levi Yuan dancing back behind the pitch. Bunch shown laid down. It's a good one. The pick. The throw is wide. Runner is safe. It'll score a run. And David Fleece is down hurt. The throw pulled Edwards across the bag. Fleece took a tumble after it. And he's yet to give up. That is going to be Fleece is all right. He's going to stay in. We're going to give him the single on that. We're going to give him the single. Moves the runner to the third. Blomberg goes home on the throwing error. So runner at third. They get one back, 6-3. And now it'll be Michael Borkhardt to bat. Flew out his first time up. First pitch to him. Misses the zone for a ball, 1-0. Sets. The pitch off the inside. 2-0. Sets. They kick the pitch. Catches the inside corner for a strike. 2-1. He comes set. The pitch. Low and in the dirt. 3-1. Kniesny. The kick, the pitch. Ball 4. Borkhardt, the 9-hitter, draws a walk. That'll bring us back top of the order, and Dalton Stubig, the catcher. And time called, and we'll see if this might be, it is going to be it for Bryant Kniesny. I think Edwards might come in and pitch, and they're going to throw what they decide to do here as Blake Henderson comes in from left. The way Edwards is stretching, I think he's coming in. So we're going to take a break. Pitching change here. We'll be back right after this right here on Sports Unfocused. Pitching change. Austin Edwards comes in from first. He will pitch. Blake Henderson goes from left to first. Andrew Mann takes over in left. Bryant Kniesny takes over at third. Give you the tentative line on Bryant Kniesny. He goes 2 1/3, gives up 3 runs, 2 earned, 6 hits, 3 walks, 2 strikeouts. He is still responsible for Fleece and Borkhardt, so his line is not closed. First pitch is low for a ball to Dalton Stubig. Stubig today 0 for 2, a ground out and a fly out. Edwards. That one's going to be hit on the line. That's going to get down a base hit. They had to hold up, so they're going to put the brakes on. Fleece at third, bases loaded. One out for Tellenshai Tower. Single and a double. He is 2 for 2 today. That one misses the inside corner for a ball, 1-0. Kick the pitch. That's going to be hit in the air. This one might be trouble. Coming on, the catch is made. The throw to the plate is cut off. An absolute bullet from Andrew Mann in left. But he gets the out. Big second out of the inning. And that'll bring Jackson Blomberg to the plate. 1 for 1, a single and an intentional walk. The wind and the pitch. Drops a bit low for a ball, 1-0. The wind, the pitch. Called strike. That'll get the Interwald bench going. That one might have caught the knee at the front of the plate and then bounced the pitch. Little roller out in front of the plate. That's going to be allowed to go foul. But usually you don't get strike calls on balls that bounce in the dirt. Maybe if it's like an ephus that goes about 20 feet in the air and comes back down through the zone. That one hits him. So the hit by pitch will push across to run. 6-4. Bases still loaded for Nick Gersberger. Strikeout and a walk. He's 0 for 1. Edwards the pitch. Misses the inside corner for a ball. Either side all that happy right now. The kick, the pitch. Misses the inside corner 2-0. The kick, the pitch. Gersberger rolls that one on the ground. Man will pick it up, will step on the bag, and that will end the inning. But Interwald does get a couple back, 6-4 as we go to the top of the fourth. Gersberger, Moore, Scheitauer due up when we come back right here on Sports in Focus.
We look closely at all the data. We pore over test results. But what we see is you. We see what makes your smile widen and your eyes brighten. Even as we study breakthrough research and implement the most advanced technologies, what we see is how we can use it to serve you and your well-being. Healthcare is a lot of things, but the best care is human. Aspirus Health. What we see is you.
Clinner Insurance, we know you want to protect your business. The Clinner Insurance team will help you choose the insurance package and plan that fits you and your business. At Clinner Insurance, protecting your business is our top priority.
Clinner Insurance.
Five posts in for the foul pole. 6-4 Rib Lake as we go top of the fourth. Joe Frombach to lead things off. Bottom of the order as that one's high for a ball, 1-0. Frombach, Blomberg, Henderson here at the here in the top fourth. The pitch. Swing and miss, 1-1. That one's rolled on the ground. Slow roller to third. Pick. Throw. Pulls him off. Bag tag is applied. Pulled him off towards the runner. 5-3 put out. First out of the inning. Yeah, if you're gonna pull the fielder off the bag, pull him off the bag towards the runner. Makes the tag a little easier as that'll bring Luke Blomberg to the plate. Walked his first time up. He's 0 for 0. In for a strike. 0-1. That one misses for a ball, 1-1. Misses again, 2-1. Waiting for the game changer update. We're going to keep an eye on that Abbotsford game as that misses high, 3-1. The kick, the pitch. In the zone. Full count. Misses the inside corner. That's a walk. And that'll bring Blake Henderson to the plate. Walked his first time up. He's 0 for 0. The pitch. That's going to be rolled on the ground. Pick at short, go to second, get the out there, throw to first is wide. That's going to roll out of play, and they're going to put him to send him to second. So in play, it's the fielder's choice, goes 6-4. And then Henderson goes to second on a ball out of play. 2 down runner at second, and it will be Austin Ewan to bat. Strikeout walk, he is 0 for 1. Pitch. Roller on the ground. That's going to find his way through. It's going to turn. They're going to put the brakes on. Throw comes in quick. A nice throw in from Logan Blomberg to keep Henderson at third. That is going to be a single. First and third, 2 outs for Levi Ewan. Levi a ground out and a single. He is 1 for 2. See if Austin Ewan's running here. He is not. That's going to be popped up. Hooking foul up the hillside. Strike 1. This is 1-1. Pitch. Off the inside, 2-1. Off the inside, 3-1. Sets. The pitch. In for a strike, full count. Pitch 75 from Jackson Blomberg. Sets. The pitch, runner goes. That's going to be rolled on the ground. That is a foul ball. Do it all over again. Blomberg. Sets. The pitch. Chopped. On the ground. Pick. The throw is in time. And that will end the inning. Nice play there by Matt Moore. We head to the bottom of the fourth. He will lead things off, followed by Scheitauer Blomberg when we come back right here on Sports on Focus.
Looking to harness the power of the sun and save on your energy costs? With Marshfield Medical Center Credit Union Solar Loan, you can go solar without the burden of paying interest on the full amount from the start. Here's how it works. Instead of financing everything up front, we disperse loans when requested by your solar installer. If you're waiting on your installer, you won't pay interest during the wait. By taking advantage of this flexible payment option, you could save on unnecessary interest charges. Visit mmccu.com/solar to learn more today.
We look closely at all the data. We pore over test results. But what we see is you. We see what makes your smile widen and your eyes brighten. Even as we study breakthrough research and implement the most advanced technologies, what we see is how we can use it to serve you and your well-being. Healthcare is a lot of things, but the best care is human. Aspirus Health. What we see is you.
6-4 Red Lake as we go to the bottom of the fourth. More Shy Tower Blomberg due up. Kick in the pitch. Rolled on the ground, foul. 0-1. The wind by Edwards in the pitch. In zone for a strike, 0-2. The wind, the pitch. Off the inside. 1-2. The wind, the pitch. Off the outside. 2-2. Back. That one's going to be lined through the infield, a base hit. Matt Moore makes a great play to end the top of the fourth. He gets a base hit in the bottom of the fourth. Runner on for Carter Shy Tower. A single and a strikeout. He is 1 for 2. Bleachers filling up down below. Hillside has filled up nicely as well as that one misses for a ball. By the end of the game, most of Rib Lake is out here. Great place to watch the fireworks from the pitch. This is the inside, 2-0. Kick the pitch. Off the inside, 3-0. Ball 4. Shy Tower draws the walk. 2 on, nobody out for Lone Blomberg. Reached on an error and doubled. He's 1 for 2. The kick, the pitch. Bunt shown, laid down. It's a good one. Gets past Edwards. Everyone's going to be safe. It is an error on Edwards. Bases loaded. Nobody out for David Fleece. A fielder's choice, a single. He's 1 for 2. Tying run, standing at second. Corners in. Misses for a ball, 1-0. Middle playing for double play. I think they'll take 2 outs for a run. The kick, the pitch. Catches the knee for a strike, 1-1. The wind, the pitch. Fouled back, 1-2. Big opportunity here for the Wood Ticks. The wind by Edwards in the pitch. That one's getting rolled on the ground, smothered. They don't have a play at home. They will get it out. A run will score. RBI ground out for David Fleece. 6-5, 1 out. And that'll bring Michael Borkart to the plate. A flyout and a walk. He is 0 for 1. Now the infield comes in, the pitch. Cross for a strike, 0-1. Pitch. Misses low for a ball. 1-1. The kick pitch. Bunt shown, pulls back, take ball. 2-1. The pitch. That one's going to be hitting the line. That's going to get down a base hit into center field. One run across. They will send Blomberg. The throw will go into second. Interwald has the lead back. Michael Borkhardt, a 2 RBI single. And that'll bring us back to the top of the order, and Dalton Streebig.
Keep it going here.
Ground out, fly out, single. He is 1 for 3 today. Pitch. High. Ball 1. The kick, the pitch. In for a strike. 1-1. Seven, 6 in the fourth. Edwards. Pickoff play at first, not time. Marshfield up 1-0 in the top of the first. Over Abbotsford. Another pickoff play late. Edwards with a good move. Throw was just was down lowest of the bag. I think they get Borkhardt. The pitch. Off the inside, well dug out back there by Steve Mann. 2-1. The pitch. That one's going to be rolled on the ground, foul. 2-2. Stats. The kick, the pitch. That one's hit on the line. In the gap, that's going to drop in for a hit. Another run will come across, or not another run, I should say, but another base runner with 1 out. And with 2 on, 1 out for Talon Scheitower. Single, double, fly out. He is 2 for 3. And I think that's going to be it for Edwards. So, yep, they're going to make a pitching change. We'll be back right after this, right here on Sports on Focus.
As a RV senior, I took dual credit classes. It is very much worth it. You get a college credit. Like, college is so expensive. Also, dual credit classes come free. You just have to sign up and you get to cross off one of your classes that you don't have to take in your gen eds. It is very worth it. This is a very good opportunity. Take it if you can. I was able to make my own path and learn more than I ever would have sitting in a classroom.
Another round of changes for Rib Lake as Levi Yuan takes over on the bump. Bryant Kinesi goes to short. Andrew Mann goes back to third. Austin Edwards goes back to first. Blake Henderson goes back to left. We'll give you the tentative line on Edwards. He gives up 3 runs, 2 earned, 4 hits, 1 walk, no strikeouts. He is responsible for the 2 base runners, so his line is not closed. Levi Ewan's going to try and hold it here. 2 on, 1 out for Talonshire Tower. The kick, the pitch. But shown, they say he pulled it back in time. 1-0. Kick, the pitch. Swing and a miss, 1-1. Couple of looks back, steps off. Time called. Ewan and the man want to have a chat probably about the signs. Make sure they're on the same page. There's a very interesting looking bug just flies up on the leg of our tent. Waiting for it to come back around the post. You can't see it because the camera's a little more forward to me. The tent post right in my view of first base. Kick. The pitch. High. Set it up because there was a chance of rain. And I knew that if I set the tent up, it wouldn't rain. But if I didn't set it up, it would. So we set it up to make sure the game got in without a hitch. The kick. The pitch. Check swing. It's high. 3-1. And suddenly, Interwald likes the umpire. They were ragging on him a bit in the top of the inning. The kick, the pitch. Popped up. On the infield. Infield fly is hauled. Catch is made. Big second out of the inning, and that will bring Jackson Blomberg to the plate. 1 for 1. Single, walk, and hit by a pitch. Stats. The pitch. Misses the inside corner for a ball. 1-0. The pitch. Off the outside. 2-0. The pitch. That's going to be chopped on the ground. Threw it short. They will send Borkhardt. They will send streaming the throw to the plate. And the throw down to third, he's safe. So that is going to go into the book as an error on the shortstop. It's going to score 2 and send Gersberger to third. Interwald now up 9-6, and that one's going to be rolled on the ground. The toss to first is in time, and that will end the inning. But a costly error gives 2 more to Interwald. They push 5 across in the inning. 9-6. We go to the top of the 5th. Edwards man due up when we come back right here on Sports Focus.
Cliner Insurance of Northern Wisconsin is your qualified, experienced team for custom insurance packages for your vehicle, your home, and your family. At Cliner Insurance, protecting your family is our top priority.
Cleaner Insurance.
I've been there, done that.
I had too much fun Burr game yesterday. We'll blame that. Sitting out in the bleachers. Time call before the first pitch. That one is a swing and a miss. Want to make a correction because I screwed up. Jackson Blomberg with the 3-base error, and then Gersberger made the final out. I don't know what I said. 100 and some broadcasts, I'm bound to make a mistake as that one misses the inside corner, 2-1. To Austin Edwards. Strikeout and a walk, he's 0 for 1. I do know it is 9-6 Interwald, the pitch. In the zone for a strike, 2-2. That I can tell you. Kicking the pitch. High. Full count. The wind by Jackson Blomberg in the pitch. Right there, strike 3 looking. First out of the inning. And that'll bring Steve Mann to the plate. A fly out and a grand slam today. He is 1 for 2. Yep, I completely misread my book. And they kick the pitch. Low for a ball. 1-0. It'll be interesting to see how much longer Jackson goes. 84 pitches. Off the inside, 2-0. Slade Hightower has taken over in left for David Fleece. He has had some issues with after taking that tumble, so he is out of the game. Slade Hightower will bat for him in the 8th spot. He would come up 4th in the next half inning. David Fleece. Pitch. Misses the inside corner. 3-1. See what they give Steve Mann here. 3-1. The pitch. Ball 4. Steve Mann draws the walk, and that will bring Andrew Mann to the plate. Sets. The pitch. Fouled back. Strike 1. Abbotsford gets one back in the bottom of the first. 1-1 now against Marshfield. The pitch. High. 1-1. The pitch. In for a strike. 1-2. Sets the pitch. Misses the inside corner. 2-2. It has been a tough strike zone all day. It's part of the reason it's 9-6 here in the top of the 5th. The pitch. That one's going to be hit on a line center field. Playable. Catch is made. Seth Borgart over for that one. First out of the inning. Or second out, excuse me. And that'll bring Brian Kinesi to the plate. 0 for 2. Couple strikeouts for him today. Blomberg, the pitch. High. Ball 1. The pitch. Misses the inside corner for a ball. 2-0. Pitch comes across for a strike, 2-1. Pitch number 96 from Jackson Blomberg. The pitch off the inside. The pitch high. That's a walk. 2 on, 2 outs for Joe Frombach. Some people starting to get set up along the highway for the fireworks later tonight. Trying to claim their seats. The pitch popped up right up by us. Oh, and a battle for, ooh!
What a fight, what a fight.
Stolen away.
Zach, remember them days?
The pitch in the dirt. Would have shown you that, but I was more worried about protecting my equipment in case it came through. Sets. The pitch catches the inside corner, 1-2. Inside corner, strike 3 looking. That will end the inning. We go to the bottom of the 5th. More Scheitauer Blomberg due up. We come back right here on Sports on Focus.
Hey everybody, Nat over at Wheeler Chevrolet GMC. Did you know that your vehicle has 2 different air filters? An engine air filter and a cabin air filter. When should you change them? This one 30 to 40,000 miles? This one half. Have you changed your air filter lately? Breathe easy, Wheeler's has got you covered.
We look closely at all the data. We pore over test results. But what we see is you. We see what makes your smile widen and your eyes brighten. Even as we study breakthrough research and implement the most advanced technologies, what we see is how we can use it to serve you and your well-being. Healthcare is a lot of things, but the best care is human. Aspirus Health. What we see is you.
Winter Insurance of Northern Wisconsin is your qualified, experienced team for custom insurance packages for your vehicle, your home, and your family. At Clinner Insurance, protecting your family is our top priority.
Cleaner Insurance.
Sick 9 Rib Lake going to the bottom of the 5th. More Scheitauer Blomberg due up for the Woodticks. It has been a high-scoring game. Part of that is the strike zone has been tight, I think is the best way to describe it. Got my 50-50 raffle ticket. So if I randomly sprint down in the 7th and like disappear for a while, that's because I just won. Kick and pitch. That one's rolled on the ground to third. Pick there by Andrew Mann. Throw across the diamond is in time. First out of the inning. 1 pitch, 1 out, and that will bring Carter Scheitauer to play. Single strikeout walk. He is 1 for 2. Officially. They'll wind the pitch. Low in the dirt, 1-0. The kick, the pitch. Drops in for a strike, 1-1. The kick coming back. High. 2-1. The pitch. Off the inside. 3-1. The pitch. Yeah, that's ball 4. Carter Scheitower didn't think it was. And that will bring Logan Blomberg to the plate. Reach on an error, doubled, and reached on an error. He is 1 for 3. Kick the pitch. That's going to be hit on a line. Down, cooking, foul, and out of play. Down into the corner. And just kind of a mass of kids start running down to the left field corner. And now the next part is getting back with it. You got about 6, 7 kids willing to tackle you and take it. Strike. 0-2. Sets. Kick the pitch. Bounces in front of the plate. Rolls away. Craig Scheitower not going anywhere. Carter Scheitower not going anywhere. As someone very bravely decides to try and go straight down the hills. That one is hot for a ball. 2-2. If you go over, there is a spot where it's almost able to get down the hill. But right in front of us, it gets really steep. The pitch. That's going to be hit foul. Track down some more baseballs. The kick, the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3, second out of the inning. And this will be Slade Scheitower to bat. His first at-bat today, kicking the pitch. Swing and a miss. 0-1. Wearing number 8, it looks like today. Misses the inside corner, 1-1. Slade threw a gem on Wednesday against Medford. The pitch off the outside for a ball. 2-1. The pitch. Plunked him. Right in the small of the back. So 2 on with 2 outs for Michael Borkart. Fly out walk single. He's 1 for 2. Marshfield now top 2. Take a peek. Some of the clouds off to the west. Nope, we are good. They are a ways away. That one misses for a ball. There are storms coming. We're going to see, they say, doesn't look like they're going to get to us today. They're going to stay up to the north. Tomorrow looking good as well. Maybe some storms in the afternoon. 2 balls on Michael Borkart. Kicking the pitch. That one's going to be hit on the line. That's getting down a base hit. They're going to cut it off. The run will come across. Scheitower scores on the single. 10-6. And that'll bring Dalton Streig to the plate. 2 for 4. A couple singles his last 2 times up. We wait for the lights to overtake the natural sun. The pitch misses the inside corner for a ball, 1-0.
Come on, Dalton, let's go, buddy.
Looking back, the kick, the pitch. That one's in on the line. That's going to get down a base hit. Into the gap. 1 run will come across. They will put the brakes on Borkhardt at third. First and third with 2 outs. It's 11-6. And that'll bring Talon Scheitauer to the plate. Single, double, and then a couple flyouts.
Let's go, Talon.
And we see Jeff Zimbo getting warmed up as that's going to be fouled back. Talking with Jeff before the game, he said things weren't going to be going good if he was pitching, and it has kind of not worked out for Rib Lake. They had the lead after the grand slam, but since then, Interwald's been able to come all the way back and then take the lead. The pitch off the inside, 1-1. Swing and a miss. They will give Strebig second. One and two on Scheitauer. The wind and the pitch. Hit him. Bases loaded, 2 outs for Jackson Blomberg. Single, intentional walk, was hit by a pitch, and then the 3-base error that I completely misattributed to somebody else because I did. The kick, the pitch. Big cut and a miss.
Head right on, let's go.
Blomberg was swinging for Rib Lake on that one. The kick, the pitch. Misses. 1-1. It would take a feat. If you could bounce one off the trail or off the road, you might get one into Rib Lake, but it would take a bit. Let's say Tommy, I wouldn't be shocked if Tommy Moore did it. The kick, the pitch, popped up. Hooking foul, that is going to get out of play and bound across Fayette. And a whole bunch of people go chasing after it right in front of a car. You didn't know better if you're coming around here and he won. The kick, the pitch. Swing and a miss. Got Blomberg, and that will end the inning. But 2 more for the Wood Tigs. 11-6 as we go to the top of the 6th. Blomberg, Henderson, Ewan, 891 due up when we come back right here on Sports on Focus. we joked a little bit, but a fan here told us about Vic Moore that bounced one off the bridge and into Rib Lake here. So it is completely doable. I mean, like we said, it will probably take a more to do it. There aren't too many other people that can hit one that far around here, but would be interesting to see. Give some of these guys that can hit the ball hard in the wood back. Give them a composite bet and see how far it would fly. Up top of the sixth, Blomberg, Henderson, Ewan due up for the Rib Lake Osprey as they try and claw back a few runs here. Blomberg back out there, pitch. Hit him. Blomberg, that is pitch 103 for Jackson Blomberg. And Blomberg steps off. No pitch limit for the non-high school guys, though I'm sure Jackson's coach at River Falls the pitch off the inside for a ball. 1-0 to Blake Henderson. Walking to fielder's choice. He's 0 for 1. Pick out play at first is wide. That goes past. That's going to allow Blomberg to go to second.
Let's go, guys. Work on the batter.
Henderson with an RBI opportunity now as the band does get going over at the band shell. The pitch. That one just misses the low out inside corner, 2-0. The kick, the pitch. That one does catch the zone for a strike, 2-1. The pitch. Chopped, foul. 2-2. Looking back. The kick, the pitch. Roller on the ground, 2-3. Pick there. Throw to first and maybe have a chance at third. The throw is not in time. So they do get the one out. Runner at third for Austin Ewan. Strikeout, walk, single. He is 1 for 2. Blomberg to kick the pitch. Popped up. Back of first, foul territory, long run. It is Blomberg with the catch. The throw home. Keeps the runner at third. Big play there from Logan Blomberg. 2 down for Levi Ewan. Blomberg into his wind, the pitch. In for a strike, 0-1. Pitch. High and tight, spins him out. 1-1. The kick, the pitch. Low and in the dirt. 2-1.
You and Dalton here. Take your time. Let's go. You and Dalton.
Blomberg. Pitch. Low and off the inside. 3-1. Abbotsford leading Marshfield 3-2. That game is in the second. Ball 4. First and third, Blomberg and Ewan. And that'll bring Austin Edwards to the plate. 2 strikeouts and a walk. He is 0 for 2. pitch. High. 1-0. Blomberg. The pitch. In the air. Back of third. Scheitauer over, makes the catch. That will end the inning. Rib Lake gets a couple on. They leave them stranded. We head to the bottom of the 6th. Gersberger, Moore, Scheitauer due up when we come back right here on Sports on Focus.
Winter Insurance of Northern Wisconsin is your qualified, experienced team for custom insurance packages for your vehicle, your home, and your family. At Clinner Insurance, protecting your family is our top priority.
Clinner Insurance.
Warming up now. Jeff Zimbo warming up in the Rib Lake dugout. Pete Devine warming up in the Interwald dugout. As we go to the bottom of the 6th, Gersberger, Moore, Scheitauer due up. First pitch. Hit him.
Oh, Matty!
And that'll bring Matt Moore to the plate. Hit by pitch, fly out, single, ground out. He's 1 for 3. As we approach 8 o'clock, Steve Ockenick Sports on Focus. Take you through this one. Still got 3.5 to go in this one as that misses the outside corner for a ball, 1-0. Interwald 9 outs away from another win in this series. The pitch. High and tight, 2-0. The pitch. That's going to be hit in the air. Long run called off by Luke Blomberg. He makes the catch. First out of the inning. And that will bring Carter Scheitauer to the plate. It'll be interesting to see who comes out. The pitch. Catches the zone for a strike to Carter Scheitauer. He is 1 for 2 with a couple walks. Also a single and a strikeout. Pickoff play at first. That's high. Gets away. Gersberger going to second. There will not be a throw. So runner at second. Scheitauer looking out. Ewan, the kick, the pitch. Hits him. Two on, 1 out, and here comes Jeff Zimbo with his glove. So we're going to play musical people again for Rib Lake. I'm going to step aside. We'll be back right after this with all the changes right here on Sports on Focus. Jeff Zimbo to do the pitching. Blake Henderson takes over at first. Bryant Kniesny heads out to left. Levi Ewan takes over at short. Austin Edwards, his day is done. So he heads to the dugout. Zimbo's going to try and keep this one close. 11-6 in the bottom of the sixth. One out. You've got Gersberger at second, Scheitauer at first. Logan Blomberg at the plate. He is 1 for 4, but he's reached base 3 times today. Gotten on a couple errors. Kick the pitch. That one's going to be hit on a line. That's going to get down a base hit. They will put the brakes on Gersberger at third. Bases loaded. One out for Slade Scheitauer. Big season for the Rib Lake High School team. They went to a sectional final, lost to the eventual state champions, Columbus Catholic. Look back at second, the pitch. Low for a ball. Sets. The pitch. Misses just a little high, 2-0. Rib Lake will have Ben Mankinisti in the top of the seventh. The pitch. Off the inside. 3-0. Nowhere to put Scheitauer. Kick the pitch. Ball 4. That walks in a run. 12-6. And that'll bring Michael Burkhart to the plate. 2 for 3. Walk, single his last 3 times up. The kick, the pitch. Catches the knees for a strike, 0-1. The wind, the pitch. Rolled on the ground. That is going to find its way through. Another run will score. They hold everybody station to station on the Seeing Eye single. 13-6. And that'll bring us back to the top of the order. And Dalton Strebig, 3 for 5 today. Back-to-back singles his last 3 times up. The wind, the pitch. Low for a ball. 1-0. The kick, the pitch. That's going to be hit in the air. Long run. The catch is made. They will not tag the runner. Throw was wide. Two down for Talon Tower. 2 for 4 in 5 plate appearances. Was hit by a pitch his last time up. The kick, the pitch. In for a strike. 0-1. Swing and a miss. 0-2. The wind, the pitch. In the dirt. 1-2. Jackson Blomberg waiting on deck. The wind, the pitch. Fouled back. Stays 1-2. Kick, the pitch. That one's hit in the air. Center field. Long run, the catch is made, and that will end the inning. 2 more for the Interwald Wood Ticks. They lead 13-6 as we go to the top of the 7th. It will be Man Kniesny due up when we come back right here on Sports on Focus.
We look closely at all the data. We pore over test results. But what we see is you. We see what makes your smile widen and your eyes brighten. Even as we study breakthrough research and implement the most advanced technologies, what we see is how we can use it to serve you and your well-being. Healthcare is a lot of things, but the best care is human. Aspirus Health. What we see is you.
That one's hit on the ground. That is a foul ball. As they set something off. 1-1. Well, I'll tell you what, I'm awake now. The kick, the pitch. A little bit low, pops away. 2-1. Steve Mann, 1 for 2. That grand slam back in the 3rd. That one's going to be hit in the air. That is going to hook foul and out of play. And that caught Camp 28. That's not an easy feat either. The wind, the pitch. Check swing on a ball low. Full count. The kick, the pitch. Chopped, foul. Man stays alive. Pete Devine is ready if needed. Blomberg, the kick, the pitch. Popped up. Giving chase. Catch is made. First behind the dugout, first out of the inning. Matt Moore getting that one out of our view. And that will bring Andrew Mann to the plate. 0 for 3. Fly out, ground out, fly out today for the incoming sophomore from Medford. Big cut in the high fastball, 0-1. Kick the pitch. Plunked him. Another hit by pitch. That makes 2. Makes 8 batters hit in this game. 2 for Rib Lake, 6 for Interwald as that misses high for a ball to Bryant Kniesny. 2-0. Blomberg. The pitch. Catches the zone for a strike, 2-1. Kniesny 0 for 2, walked his last time up. Off the outside. 3-1. The pitch. That one's hit on a line. That's down for a base hit. Just over the glove of Matty Moore. Two on with 1 out for Joe Frombach. And they're going to stick with Blomberg here. That was pitch 130 from Jackson Blomberg. The pitch. High and tight. This is not Frombach. This is Nick Mann batting here. So Nick Mann will come in and bat. Two balls on him. The kick, the pitch. Slice. Foul and out of play. Back fake out. Andrew Mann, the pitch is low for a ball. 3-1. At the opening of the dugout, I think he's coming in after this no matter what. The pitch. Catches the zone.
All right,
Full
more,
count.
one more. Pick him yourself here. Let's go.
Blomberg. Looking back, the pitch. Ball 4. Bases loaded. And here comes Greg Scheitower, and I believe this is going to be it for Jackson Blomberg. Here comes Pete Devine. We are going to step aside. Pitching change for the Woodticks. We'll be back right after this, right here on Sports on Focus. Pete Vine comes in to throw here. He will take over on the mound. Jackson Blomberg, he heads out to center. Seth Borkart's day is done. Give you the tentative line on Jackson Blomberg. He goes 6 1/3, gives up 6 runs. They were all earned. 4 hits, 9 walks, 6 strikeouts. He is still responsible for all 3 base runners, so his line is not closed. He threw 136 pitches. Still not the most I've seen in a Dairyland League game. Saw a kid from Jim Falls throw 230 in he pitched the entirety of a 14-inning game up in Merrill and got the win. Asked him afterwards, he said his elbow couldn't hurt because he couldn't feel it anymore. It stopped hurting about the 12th. So Pete Devine comes in. He's going to try and close this one up, try and get out of the jam here. The pitch. A little bit low for a ball, 1-0. Devine comes set. The pitch. Off the outside for a ball, 2-0.
Bring it back, Pete. Bring it back here.
13-6 here in the top of the 7th. Cross for a strike. Oh, I was sold faulty 50-50 tickets. That one misses the inside, 3-1. Imagine it's a huge hot tonight. The kick, the pitch. Swing and a miss. On that trademarked Pete Devine curveball. See if he goes back to it here. Devine. The kick, the pitch. Pays the low inside corner. Strike 3 looking. Second out of the inning. 2 down, and that'll bring Blake Henderson to the plate. 0 for 2. As the fireworks start going off around Rib Lake. It's a little early to see them, but no, my 7-9 was the first 2. My first 2 were 5-8. I wasn't even close. The pitch. Misses the inside. 1-1. Devine. The kick, the pitch. That one's going to be hit in the air. This one's going to be trouble. That's going to get down. 1 run across. The throw to the plate is high, gets away. 2 runs will score. That is a single scoring the 2. Henderson goes to second on the throw. 13-8. And that will bring Austin Ewan to the plate. 1 for 3 today. The pitch. Misses the low outside corner for a ball, 1-0.
All right, Pete, work on the batter here. Let's go.
Nick Mann takes his lead from third. Blake Henderson from second. Kick pitch. Fouled back. 1-1. Fine looks in. The kick, the pitch. Swing and a miss. 1-2. kick, the pitch. Roller on the ground, 2 seconds. Going to be a tough play. Throw is not in time. Another run will come across. (13-9) as Levi Ewan will come to the plate, 1 for 3. And now a warning to the Interwald dugout from the base umpire. Devine looks in. He'll come set. The pitch. Off the outside for a ball, 1-0. The pitch. Tipped. Foul. 1-1.
Okay, Pete, let's go, buddy. We need this one.
13-9, a 4-run game. The pitch. Misses for a ball. 2-1. Kick the pitch. Little flare into center. Catch is made by Blomberg. And that will end the inning. But not before Rib Lake pushes 3 across. 13-9 as we head to the bottom of the 7th. Blomberg, Gersberger, Moore do up when we come back right here on Sports on Focus.
At Clinner Insurance, we know you want to protect your business. The Clinner Insurance team will help you choose the insurance package and plan that fits you and your business. At Clinner Insurance, protecting your business is our top priority.
Clinner Insurance.
So heartbroken. First pitch. This is for a ball, 1-0. Well, it's just a sad score to see come across. The Cardinals beat the Cubs 17-1 today. That one's hit on a line. That's going to get down a base hit. Leadoff single for Jackson Blomberg. And that'll bring Nick Gersberger to the plate.
Come on, Nick, let's go, buddy.
4-run lead for Interwald. They'd love some insurance runs here. Pit. Runner goes, pitches low, and they don't have a chop. Blomberg steals second. Ball 1. I do know, though, as soon as the game's done, we get packed up, I'm going to go down and find myself a brat. Brats here, always good. The Onions especially. That one just misses the inside corner, 2-0. Then again, a ballpark brat is never really bad. I've had a few that are not as good, but sets. Kick the pitch. Misses the inside corner for a ball. 3-0 now to Gersberger. Sets. The pitch. Or there's a strike in there somewhere. 3-1. No play. Chase Jackson Blomberg back. Blomberg takes his lead. Sets the pitch. That one's going to be hit on the line. That's going to get down a base hit. They are going to send Blomberg. The throw to the plate is late. And Steve Mann arguing he wanted interference on that one. So the run comes across 14-9. And that will bring Matt Moore to the plate. We know not to send interference calls to New York because, well, you never know what you're getting out of there, as the Brewers learned. Kick the pitch. Off the inside for a ball, 1-0. Catch the inside corner for a strike, 1-1. Low for a ball. 2-1. Pitch. That one's going to be hit down the line. Coming on, that's going to have to be played off of bounds. They have a play at second. He is out. So that is a fielder's choice, 9-6. Yeah, there was not. Yeah, that was a bad luck play there. Just one of those you just got to eat.
Come on, Carter!
As Carter Scheitauer will come to the plate. Two walks and a hit by a pitch his last 3 times up. He's 1 for 2 as that one hits him. And Jeff Zimbo arguing it now that they're leaning into it. Doesn't win. Two on. Logan Blomberg will come to the plate. 2 for 5. Been on base 4 times today. Catches the inside corner for a strike, 0-1. He has benefited from 2 errors. Pitch. Bonjour pulls back. It's a ball, 1-1. Sets. The pitch. All right, now's the time for my gripe. The rule book that the Dairyland uses, which is the same as most rule books, has the rule that is never enforced. You cannot allow yourself to be hit by the pitch. There is no way you can't get out of the way of a Jeff Zimbo fastball. His fastball is not what he uses to get outs. It's the breaking stuff. The kick, the pitch. And they're gonna say he's been hit by the pitch. Slade Scheitauer, and that's gonna force across the run. 15-9. That is back-to-back-to-back hit by pitches. And that'll bring Michael Borkart to the plate. First pitch. Catches the inside corner for a strike, 0-1. Infield comes in, the kick, the pitch. Roller on the ground. They're going to come home. The out is recorded there. That is all they will get. 6-2 on the put out. 2 down. And that'll bring Dalton Strebig to the plate. 3 for 4. That one's hit in the air. Little bit of a misplay coming back in. Luke Blomberg is there, and that'll end the inning. We go to the top of the 8th. Zimbo man due up when we come back right here on Sports on Focus.
Winter Insurance of Northern Wisconsin is your qualified, experienced team for custom insurance packages for your vehicle, your home, and your family. At Clinner Insurance, protecting your family is our top priority.
Clinner Insurance.
That's pretty cool.
It's really cool. Sure.
That's pretty cool.
Oh, yeah.
My dad was a good pitcher. He got drafted, but he didn't go because he was making more money in the air. Yeah, I noticed that. You wouldn't believe when he got drafted. I'm glad he didn't make it.
Oh, yeah. 15-9 Interwald as we go to the top of the 8th. Zimbo man due up here. First pitch. Misses for a ball, I believe. Yes, it did. Kick the pitch. Just misses the low outside corner, 2-0. Jeff Zimbo, his first at-bat of the day. He came in to pitch back in the 6th. That one misses 3-0.
Right back here, Pete.
Fine. Comes at the pitch. Ball 4. Zimbo draws the walk. And that'll bring Steve Mann to the plate. 1 for 3, but it was a big swing. Grand Slam gave Rib Lake a 6-2 lead at that point. Kick the pitch. That one misses for a ball. 1-0. That one rolled on the ground to third. Bare hand second. One relay gets away. They get one. So one down. Steve Mann at first, which for Andrew Mann.
Good play, Ortiz.
That was Ortiz-esque on that high hop. Kick the pitch. That one slice foul and off the fencing. 0-1. That little chunk of smoke from something that was shot off over on Tannery Lane. Sets. Pitch. Big cut and a miss. Strike two. So one thing about Pete Devine, those pitches come in, they look nice, and then they just disappear on you. Sets. The pitch. Roller on the ground to second. Flip one, relay, double play! And that'll end the inning. 4-6-3 on the putout.
Nice job, guys.
We go to the bottom of the eighth. Hightower, Blomberg, Gersberger do up. We come back right here on Sports on Focus.
You want me to warm you up, Jeff?
Oh no, they're switching catchers.
I'll get him.
Dalton Dahlman. Austin. So who was Nick Man? Which is better anyway. Nick isn't. No, they gotta. Some defensive changes. Andrew Mann takes over behind the plate. Austin Ewan goes to third. Nick Mann goes out to center, and Dalton Dahlman takes over at second. Kick in the pitch. High and tight for a ball. 1-0. Dalton Dahlman, who's going to be a freshman Misses and that's a miss from Zimbo. Or no, that was a strike, 1-1. Got the Brewer game on the phone. Apple TV exclusive. Is that one going to be hit on the line? That's going to be down, picked up. The throw's going to come in quickly. So holds him to a single. And that'll bring Talon Tower to the plate. 2 for 5 today. The pitch. In for a strike. Oh, and 1. That one's hit on the line. That's going to just get out of the reach of Dahlman and into center field for a base hit. Think he got a glove to it. And that'll bring Nick Gersberger to the plate. 15-9. And Andrew Mann's going to come out and have a chat with Jeff Zimbo. Oh, they drew again. And it's another 7 number, so still have defective tickets. Kick the pitch. Hit him.
T, what was the number?
So bases loaded. Nobody out for Matt Moore. Represents the go home run. He steps out. Seven 5-3, 4-5-4. That's going to be fouled back. The wind from Zimbo in the pitch. Misses the inside, 1-1. Wind is picking up a little bit here. Catches the inside corner for a strike, 1-2. Matt Moore does represent the go home run. Kick the pitch. Ball 4. Or ball 2. 2-2. Fourth pitch, ball 2. Kick the pitch. In the dirt, ball 3. Nobody advancing on that. It bounced back pretty quickly. Full count. Nowhere to put more. The wind, the pitch. That's going to be rolled on the ground. Pick. They go second 1. The relay will not be there. The run comes across. So the fielder's choice goes 6-4. So 16-9, 1 out, first and third for Carter Tower. 1 for 2. Walk, hit by pitch, his last 4 times at the plate. This is not Carter Tower, though. This is Jake Borman.
Come on, Jake.
So Jake Borman takes a ball, 1-0. That one, strike. It's the tough part about being up here on the hill. I love the view, but at the same time, it's hard to see the numbers of who's coming to the plate sometimes. It's always nice to be surrounded by fans who know what's going on. The kick, the pitch. Big cut and a miss. 1-2.
Come on, Jake, you got this guy. Let's go.
Kniesny, Man, Blomberg due up in the top of the 9th if we get there. Pitch. Misses the outside corner, 2-2. That is pitch 50 from Jeff Zimbo. The pitch. In the dirt, popping away, full count. Sets. The pitch. That one's going to be hit on the line. This one might be trouble. That's going to get down. Cuts the defense. A run will come across and score on the single. 17-9. Go home run on base for Logan Blomberg. 2 for 5. Oh, that is not Logan Blomberg again. That is, who was it? Jordan Arkla. Catches the zone for a strike, 0-1. They are emptying the bench here in the bottom of the 8th. The pitch. Off the inside for a ball, 1-1. Somebody's setting off some fireworks. That one's going to be hit in the air. Playable. Coming in, settling under it, the catch is made. Second out of the inning. And that will bring Slade Shytower. That one comes back and gets Jeff, and he catches it. I don't know how much that ball caught. Jeff caught that ball, or the ball caught Jeff, but he held on, and that will end the inning. We will go to the 9th. Kniesny man Blomberg due up when we come back right here on Sports on Focus. That's a fun one. Yeah. I haven't been up there, but it sounds like it'd be a fun place to watch a game. Yeah. We go to the top of the 9th. Rib Lake needs 8. Brewers out in Arizona. They are just about to start as we come up on 2 hours and 45 minutes in this one, as you would expect with a 17-9 game. Bryant Kniesny to lead things off. He is 1 for 3, a single and walk his last 2 times up. Kick the pitch. Little roller on the ground. That'd be picked by Moore. They will not have a play. Now we're going to give the single. I don't think, even if Moore cleans it cleanly, he gets Kniesny. He was flying down the line. And that will bring Nick Mann to the plate. He is 0 for 0, walked his first at-bat. Kicking the pitch. Catches the bottom of the zone for a strike, 0-1. pitch. Off the outside, 1-1. That one's going to be hit in the air. Might have the fielder. Bird going back, still going back. The catch is not made. The throw comes in, played it off a bounce. And that is a double for Nick Mann. For the to-be sophomore. And that'll bring Luke Blomberg to the plate. Rib Lake threatening with nobody out. Long way to go yet, but the pitch. Swing and a miss. 0-1. We are going to end the broadcast right away after the final out so we can get as much packed up as we can before the fireworks start, as that is going to be sliced foul. The catch is made. First out of the inning. And that'll bring Blake Henderson to the plate. 1 for 3. That one, though, a big 2 RBI single. Misses for a ball, 1-0.
Let's go, Pete.
Devine, the kick, the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Or strike 1, 1-1. Looking back, the pitch. Catches the knee for a strike, 1-2.
Let's go, Pete. Take him yourself here.
The pitch. That one's going to be hit in the air. Center field. Playable. The catch is made. The run is going to tag. The throw is wide. And Nick Mann advances as well. So run across on the sacrifice fly.
All right, Pete. 2 big ones here, buddy. Let's go, Pete.
17-10. 2 outs now. Runner at third. 4. Austin Ewan, 2 for 4 today. The pitch. Misses the outside corner for a ball, 1-0. The pitch. I'm going to say that hit him. It did. Or are they calling it? No, they're saying he swung. So now the umpires are going to get together here. So they're going to say he swung, so it's a strike, 1-1. One and one. The pitch. Off the outside, 2-1.
Let's go, Pete. Let's go work on him here, buddy.
Fireworks going off behind us. Kick the pitch. Off the outside, 3-1.
Let's go, Pete. Work on him here.
Devine. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 2, full count. Devine. Comes set. The kick, the pitch. That one's going to be hit on a line. That's through a base hit. Game will continue. Another run comes across. Levi Ewan coming to the plate. We are going to check the pocket Doppler here. Wasn't supposed to rain the rest of... Oh, there is some stuff off to the north, but it looks like it's going to miss us. That is a strike to Levi Ewan, 0-1. Kick the pitch. Misses the inside corner for a ball, 1-1. Devine. The pitch. That one's going to be hit in the air. Blomberg going back. Still going back. The catch is made. Blomberg hauls it in, and that will do it. Interwald wins again. That was an athletic play from Jackson Blomberg. Take a quick spin through a couple of the highlights on the scorebook. We will start with the Rib Lake Osprey. Austin Ewan, 3 of 5, 3 singles, 2 RBIs. Levi Ewan, 2 RBIs. Steve Mann, the grand slam, he had 4 RBIs. Blake Henderson, 1 for 3 with 3 RBIs. Pitching for Rib Lake, they used 4. Kneesey went 2 1/3. 4 runs, all earned, 6 hits, 3 walks, 2 strikeouts. Austin Edwards went an inning, gave up 5 runs, 2 earned, 4 hits, 1 walk, no strikeouts. Levi Ewan went 2, gave up 4 runs, they were all earned, 2 hits, 1 walk, 2 strikeouts. Jeff Zimbo went the final 2 2/3, gave up 4 runs, they were all earned, 7 hits, 1 walk, no strikeouts. Couple highlights for Interwald. The big RBI guy, Michael Borkart, 3 for 5, 3 singles, 4 RBIs. Dalton Strebig, 3 for 7, 3 singles, a run scored and an RBI. Jackson Blomberg, 3 for 5, 3 singles and an RBI. Nick Ersberger, Matt Moore, and David Fleece, Jake Borman all adding 1 RBI. Carter Scheitauer, Slade Scheitauer each adding 2. 2 pitchers used by the Woodticks. Jackson Blomberg goes 6 1/3. Gives up 9 runs. They were all earned, 4 hits, 9 walks, 6 strikeouts. He threw 136 pitches. Pete Devine goes the final 2 2/3, gives up 2 runs. They were both earned, 5 hits, 1 walk, 1 strikeout. 181 pitches thrown by the Woodticks. 198 pitches thrown by the Rib Lake Osprey. That'll wrap things up. We are back on the air Monday, Legion Baseball. That will be from J.C. Park in Medford. The Medford Legion team hosting Marathon that starts at 5:30. That is a 7 and a 5 doubleheader. And we're back to Dairyland on Wednesday. Dairyland crossover. The Whittlesea Reds head to Pittsville to take on the Pittsville River Bandits. I believe that is a 7 o'clock start. We will verify that. Want to thank all of you for joining us here today. Enjoy the 4th of July weekend. We will see you all back in